What's up, everybody? Tactical Swede here once again. Thanks for watching. So the question today, how many guns do you need? How many guns do you really need? If you ask any gun guy, they're going to tell you that you can never have enough. You can never have too many. And that's true. If money were no object, I'd probably own a lot more guns. But I'm an everyday, ordinary dude. I've got a family. I've got bills. I've got responsibilities. So I have to be a little bit more selective in what I buy. And I kind of live by the rule that every gun I buy should serve a purpose or fit a specific role. So first and foremost, if you only have enough money to buy one gun, what should you buy? And in my opinion, it should be a good self-defense pistol. That should be your first option. A lot of people will say it should be a rifle. But I disagree with that just because it's not feasible to carry a rifle everywhere you go. It's just not. It's not realistic. You're going to get, asked to leave places. You're going to get the cops called on you. You just can't carry it around everywhere you go. And in my opinion, that leaves you vulnerable to scenarios where, you might run into an issue because you don't have something on you to protect yourself. Yes, you can defend your home perfectly fine. But, in certain scenarios where you're out and about, you have no defense. So I think that a pistol should be your first weapons purchase. Now, speaking of the roles, can one weapon fit multiple roles? Absolutely. First gun I ever bought, not this one, but it was a Glock 23. And until I could afford another weapon, that weapon filled all of the roles that I had. For any scenario I needed a gun, that's the gun I would grab. Now, is it ideal for some of those other roles? No. But if it's all you can afford at the moment, that's what you should do. You should pick something that's versatile enough to fill all those roles, even if it doesn't do all those roles well. It can do them all. So, now that we've got the self-defense pistol out of the way, the next purchase that I made was, not this one, but a good rifle. And that right there, in my opinion, is your basic, bare minimum needs. Yes, you can get by on just this, but again, at any kind of distance, you're going to struggle with this with accuracy, especially in a stressful situation. It's just not feasible, or not, it's not ideal for anything outside of, let's say, 25 yards. You're going to struggle with accuracy. So that's where this comes in. That one's definitely going to handle anything from 25 yards, or, well, really anything you could do closer than that, but, anything outside of the range of this is going to handle. And I have this set up to, work anything in the 200 and in range. You'll see people put, scopes on there and, be shooting out to 300, 400 yards. But I don't have this set up for that, and the main reason is legality. If you're shooting somebody that's 300 yards away from you, you're going to have a hard time proving in a court that that person that was 300 yards away from you was a threat to your life. If they have a rifle and they're shooting at you, yeah, absolutely. But, in a lot of cases, that far away, you're going to have a hard time proving that you felt you were in danger. So, I keep it inside of 200 yards. Now, do I want something that'll reach out 600 yards or more? Absolutely, but we'll get into wants in a little bit. So basic kit right here for self-defense and home defense. Now, as I said, these can serve multiple roles, but there are other roles that other weapons would fit just a little bit better. This is great for concealment. And if I wanted to put a light on here or something like that, I could do that, and it would work good for a bedside home defense pistol. But then that adds more bulk and it makes it less comfortable to carry. So that's where this one comes in. I now have my SIG P320 filling this role as my bedside home defense pistol. Now I've got, this is a full size, whereas here we have a compact. I have a light mounted on the weapon itself. So I'm asleep, something goes bump in the night and I need to go investigate, I can grab this, flip the light on, and go, still maintaining 2 hands on the pistol, being very accurate. Now, you can carry a flashlight with you, if you don't have one mounted on the weapon, and there's ways to kind of improve your accuracy, but you're never going to be as accurate as if you have both hands on the weapon. So I'm an advocate of the weapon-mounted light for a home defense pistol. Again, it's full size, but concealability and comfort isn't a need with this. I just need it to work, and I need to have that light ready to go. And that is the role that fits. Now, as I said, this could fit that role, but this does it better. The next one, and probably the least important, in my opinion, would be something like this. Now, this is my wife's, not something I carry, but let's say you want to have a secondary self-defense weapon. A small, subcompact fits that role really well. Now, I don't normally carry a secondary weapon. I have before, certain scenarios where, I know I need to go downtown in the city to an area that's not necessarily the greatest, and I want to have a little bit of extra insurance. That's where something like this would come in. Carry it in your ankle, or maybe a shoulder holster. This, I normally carry appendix, so I could carry this in the back at 5 o'clock. Just a little extra insurance, so in case you get into, let's say you get into an altercation and you're fighting with somebody and you can't reach this. Maybe you can reach this. You're wrestling around on the ground, this is pinned against somebody else's body or the ground, you can't reach it. Maybe you can reach that and get out of that situation. So there you have what I would call your basic self-defense, home defense roles. Now, something I don't have on here that I think is another important weapon to have, and a lot of guys that are into preparedness and stuff will tell you, is a good .22 rifle. I have one, not here because I'm kind of in a residential kind of area, but back, where you see me doing all my shooting up in the homestead, I have a secondary, location up there, which, good that I have that luxury. But I have a 1022, Ruger 1022 up there, and those are good to have for, just for the versatility of it. Ammo's cheap, so you can stock up on a lot of ammo. In a pinch, you could use it for self-defense. Not ideal, but you could use it. You might have to shoot them a lot of times, but it'll kill somebody. But really, for hunting, if you're in a situation, natural disaster or, civil unrest where you have no services, stores are closed, you can use that weapon to go out and hunt small game and, put food on the table. So a good thing to have. On that subject, if you have the luxury of having a secondary location, like I was saying, it's a good idea to have these weapons, or at least, some version of this, at that secondary location as well. Obviously build up your primary kit first, and then start building up that secondary kit. Up at that location, I have other weapons that I can access. So let's say I'm out and about, and something happens, and I can't get back to my home to get these weapons, I can go to that other location and have weapons available up there. So if you have that luxury of a second location, stock that location up with these same basic needs as well, so you're not having to do without. Just my philosophy on it. Now, once you have all your basic needs met, go for those wants. Buy anything you want, anything you like that strikes your fancy. So you see something that's really cool. Like I said, I'm wanting to get a precision rifle that I can reach out 600 yards or more and touch somebody. But that's more of a want. Just for fun, I want to be able to shoot that far. Will I ever need to use that in a self-defense situation? Probably never. But just something I want. But now that I have my bases filled as far as my needs, I can go for that want. And that's kind of the idea that I'm trying to pass on here is cover the things you need first. It does you no good to have 5 of the same weapon or the same type of weapon, but none of the other stuff. If you have 5 or 6 different compact pistols, that doesn't really help you out in an area where you're needing to shoot at 50 or 100 yards. So cover the needs first, then go for them wants and buy all you want. I'm not telling you shouldn't have 50 guns if you want to have 50 guns, but definitely cover the needs before you go for those wants. That's all I got for today, guys. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Am I missing anything? As I said, these are my ideas of what roles should be filled with your weapons. Maybe you have another one that I'm not covering. Hit me up and let me know. What do you like? What do you use to fill these roles yourself? Let me know. I always love the conversation. I love the comments. I try to respond to just about everybody that puts something out there. As always, guys, if you like what I'm doing, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Stay up to date with all the new videos. I've always got more in the works. Till next time, guys, live life and have fun out there.